Hello there. I just came to introduce my books to you, and I will also have a special quote from one of the books, the new one. This is my testimony, a journey of faith, a call to missions without a purse. If you are going through any serious difficulties, this is the book. This book was written as a result of the many years of civil unrest in Liberia and the experience we went through and what God did. There are principles in this book that will help anyone in your difficulties or whatever that you are doing or the problems that you may be going through. This book is great. I don't have this online. If you need it, you can get it from me directly. And this is my second book, Growing Missionaries Biblically, a fresh look at missions in an African context. I wrote this book a few years ago to respond to the situation with missionary training. In Africa, we are blessed by missionaries from the West. They came in, and because of the work they did in Africa, I am saved today and working for the Lord. Now, myself, I'm a missionary. So if they had not come to Africa, I would not be saved. But there were some things that were very problematic in the way they approached situations in the country. And so after I got saved and studied, I was able to write this book to help missionaries know exactly what they need to do in order to work in foreign cultures. It's important, mainly in Africa, but the principles in this book can be used in any country. My proposal in this book is every missionary, if you want to go on the mission field, you have to study and become what I term a bicultural missionary. What do I mean by this? A bicultural missionary is a missionary who studied his own culture and studied the culture of the people with whom he will serve, so that when he gets into that culture, he will bring his culture and the culture of the people to the lordship of Jesus Christ. Other than that, that missionary will make an error by equating his or her culture to that of Christianity. This book will help a lot. And it is for churches, mission organizations, for missionaries. There are principles in this book. If you want to have missionary training, all laid out here. Mission team, we have 12 lessons in this book that you can just go to your mission department can use, and it's going to bless them. This is my recent book, A Godly Leader on Trial, a fresh look at Nehemiah. This book, without great leadership, you cannot have a great church. And so the Lord used me to analyze all that Nehemiah did and to bring it into us in our modern day thinking. So it's wonderful. All you can do is to reflect on some of the things that are here. Let me just read a passage, a quote here that I wrote. A godly leader's comfort is not in his achievements or benefits. While the leader appreciates his blessings, his primary concern is meeting the spiritual and physical needs of others. Now, a leader, your heart, our heart is to meet the spiritual and physical needs of others. If you are a leader and the concern of others, their spiritual and physical needs is not in your heart, then you need to pray about it. God himself came into this world because he's so concerned about us. John 3:16 says, for God so loved the world, you know that text, that he gave his only begotten son. and that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but will have everlasting life. Christ came because he cares for our spiritual and physical needs. Now he has delivered us. So as a leader, our concern, even though we have our own concern, but the major concern is, what am I going to do for the people of God to be transformed to the likeness, to the glory of God, that the Spirit of God will move among God's people? There are a lot of things that I lay out in here, but the main thing is that it's for pastor, church leaders. It's also for members in the local church, because when you study this book, you will know your expectation from your leaders. You will know them, what you expect from your leader. And when the leader, they will know exactly how they can serve alongside, how they can serve their own people. And so this is a great book. And here at the back, I'll say here, Nehemiah pays attention to details. Everything that when he paid attention to what they were explaining to him. He cares for his people and country. He loves God with all of his heart, mind, and soul. So as a leader, this book is for you. And also as a member of a local church, this book is for you. How can you get it? Go on Amazon and just search for A Godly Leader on Trial, and they have a great price. If you want an autographed copy, then of course you need to go on my website to get that. And so then I will sign it and send it over to you. Thank you so much. Get this book. It will bless your life.